Evening, Carol Down Shoppers. I'm here with Andrea, John Shear, Winston. Everybody's good. We're all good. We were just discussing what to talk about on the table, and that's all good too. We're stoked about that. Phil Kennedy Johnson is going to be here on September 23rd for a signing. You get 3 free signatures, which is rad. He is currently writing Hulk, which is amazing, but we reordered a bunch of everything that was available for him. So that's some Alien and Action Comics. There's one thing I'm forgetting. Green Lantern. There's going to be a new Green Lantern book that week. It's pretty cool. All John Stewart stories. So, woo, 23rd. The 2 days before that, which is why I look tired just thinking about it, is Late Night Comics. So that's on the 21st, third Thursday of this month. And there's not a lot more news. Winston's Halloween costume came in the mail today. It
Yay!
did. Which is cool. He's super stoked about it. He attacked John Shear's leg. But let's get to new comics, because we were talking about him earlier. John Shear's doing this. So you know he's excited. First appearances. Oh, duh. We have new collections. Kyle showed you some last week. There's been new stuff going up there. And John Shear just priced like a quarter box of Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. There's Spider-Man coming. All right. Now first appearances. Birds of Prey. It's a face-breaking first issue. Is the first appearance of a character new to us, Meridian. Thank you. Oh, they're all DC this week. First appearance, Poison Ivy number 14 is the first appearance of a character named Peter Undine. Peacemaker Tries Hard is the first appearance of Teen Deathstroke.
Yep.
And then Blue Beetle number 1 is the first appearance of the Blood Scarab, which sounded kind of lame, but they look kind of cool. So we'll get to that. That's it, right? Now we're
to the
on
table.
The magic.
To the table.
Okay. Give them a look. This is our weird item of the month, maybe. This company that makes fun handheld magic tricks did Marvel-themed boxes. So you've got a Doctor Strange-themed box where you can put a pencil through a playing card, magic rings. They get like theme cards and fireball. And they come with this awesome instruction booklet. Looks like there's a Black Panther one too.
Oh.
I did not notice that. But cool instruction booklet. A bunch of magic kits, tricks, party.
Oh, you're going to let people, they'll freeze the frame, know how to do the trick now.
If you're that dedicated. Have at it. Otherwise, we have a Spider-Man one and a Doctor Strange one, and they are sure to impress.
There's a web shooter in there.
I know. It's pretty cool.
All right. I don't know. All right. I have all night. I can look at it myself. New stuff. Previews from last week. We got 2 new ones of those. Parker Girls is on number 10.
Last one.
Last issue.
Yep.
Last issue in the series. You could tell by the champagne. And then Image stuff. You got Swan Songs on number 3. Quest from Luna is on number 2. Dead Romans over here in the middle is on number 6. Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland on number 3. So that side series of 5? 3 or 5?
3 of, yes, I think so.
Cool. Weird Work is also on number 3. It's a week of 3s. And then Sacrificers is on number 2. Rick Remender. I love this book because it is very aware of its lack of answer. It's very aware of the question of what's happening.
Kind of like his last big series with Righteous Thirst. We were just...
You're just in the story. You're just supposed to be where you are. You're not supposed to be before it or after it. I dig it. It's uncomfortable as a read, but like in a good way, like in a challenging new series kind of way. And then, we got cover A's.
Cover A, I think.
Well, they can't see your finger when you point at that. Well, we're going to call this cover A because we all said it too many times. And then cover B's. But in reality, it's a different one. You can describe it. We'll get it for you.
Yeah.
Right. Unanticipated pick of the week from the staff. Kill Your Darlings. Number 1 from, I didn't even look. Parker?
Nobody we know.
Nobody we know. Kind of a mix of. I got Joe the Barbarian vibes from it, like Grant Morrison vibes. You guys got I Hate Fairyland vibes.
The premise sounds a lot like that, but it's like more realistic and darker.
There's a dark twist in the real world, but it deals with a lot of this little girl's imagination, and I'm assuming it colliding with something going on in her life, like we don't know about yet. Yeah, good read. Great title. So something to kill on the children kind of title. Above that, one collected edition from Image this week, Nightclub, Mark Millar.
Superhero vampires.
Yeah, they're doing parkour.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they do initially. Is
Oh,
they're
yeah.
trying to get famous. So
Yeah.
they like get vampirized and then do parkour on the internet.
That's true.
I'm just
No,
saying
you're
the premise.
right, yeah.
Just because it sounds dumb, it's not my fault. It's true. Venom number 23 got reprinted. We got Ultimate Invasion number 2. Quick hit in the store. We've been ordering a lot of these. This is a great miniseries. And then previously mentioned Philip Kennedy Johnson, Hulk, Incredible Hulk number 2, in case you missed it. Collected editions are Marvel. Big one, odd size in the middle of the table. Daredevil, Guardian Devil by Kevin Smith. Gallery hardcover. Very beautiful, large format.
Yeah.
Grab it before Kevin gets here tonight. Red Goblin, its first volume, collected in paperback. You got Venom on volume 4. Spider-Man 2099, Dark Genesis, the whole miniseries that ran weekly a couple months ago. Boom, pumped out. Miniseries, paperback. And then Captain Marvel Brood War Part 2, volume 10 of the ongoing. Above that, a complete Kelly Thompson Captain Marvel series. So that'll be, I think it's 12 issues and an annual. Something like that. And then,
Volume 1.
oh, so it's just going to keep on
Yeah.
reprinting. And then modern collection for Loki. What's Everything Burns? So that's the that's that New Mutants Thor crossover
Yes.
they did
Yes,
with
exactly.
the stuff surrounding it. Big Star Wars from Marvel this week. We have Star Wars number 38, which is a Dark Droids tie-in, and then we've got a Return of the Jedi anniversary variant for that one. Then we've got and then the Clone Wars anniversary. Man, all the anniversaries this year. And then the connecting cover for the rest of the Dark Droid stuff. Speaking of which, Dark Droids number 2 is out this week. We love that book, so we got everybody to pre-order it. We don't have cover A's until they come back in later, but we do have the action figure cover of Dark Droids number 2 and the connecting cover to go along with the other connecting cover. What do you know? It's like they planned it. I love Dark Droids number 2. Speaking of, like, uncomfortable in a good way, like, this is a creepy Star Wars story. Legit. And I actually forgot my IG-88.
It's great because there's an awesome interaction between possessed C-3PO and R2-D2 in this issue.
Really uncomfortable, though, because,
Oh, yeah.
like, I know R2's, like, got it figured out, but...
But sometimes he doesn't.
But that's the
Sometimes he
best
doesn't.
war, though, because you, like, watch the final girl going through something, and you're like, oh, she's not gonna... Of course, but, like...
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, good Star Wars this week. Speaking of good, Moon Knight number 27, they're pumping these out, huh? You gotta be stoked. Stormbreaker homage variant, kinda, almost.
A little bit.
Almost. And then a 1 in 25. Oh, my bad. And then one more collected edition from Marvel, She-Hulk, completely by Mariko Tamaki.
Yes.
So that's the entirety of her run, not volume 1. Doctor Strange is on issue number 7. We've got the... Greg Land. And then...
Well, that automatically.
Well, there is 2 main components missing from this cover that I would have identified a Greg Land cover with.
You are correct.
The stairwell.
Okay. And then a 1 in 25 variant. Doctor Strange number 7. Woohoo. I was caught up on the Cleo one. I'm not caught up on this one. Not yet. I'm a little ashamed. Scarlet Witch number 8. Loki shenanigans.
Cover B.
Cover B. And a 1 in 25 variant.
By Vega. I know that for some reason.
Some just stick in there. Fantastic Four number 11 is just as charming as it has been. Yes, this issue's about a dog.
Yeah.
It 100% is. And the Thing. And their shenanigans.
Lozano?
Yes.
Thank you. And then Greg Land
Yes.
on his 1 in 25 variant. Got that one because I scoffed at it yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before. Black Panther's on number 4. It's knockdown drag out with Deathlab. We got a Stormbreaker variant and we got a 1 in 25 variant. X-Men 26. I'm excited to read it. That's my
Wedding.
next one. It's not the actual wedding.
I don't
We're getting
know.
up to
It's,
it.
we're getting. It feels like it's a wedding.
There are because there's wedding stuff in Iron Man too.
Yes.
And number 10's been like pumped
So,
out there.
bachelorette party maybe.
Wedding rehearsal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting to the wedding issues, wedding
Yes.
story arc. Number 26 for X-Men. We're out of the connecting cover. I ordered a couple more, but I hope they don't get canceled because it was today. But we have the 1 in 100 connecting cover sketch cover, and then the corner box variant, followed by Magneto. Number 2 with a
60th anniversary.
oh yeah, cool new imprint. Okay, cool. Oh wow, there's good old one shots on this row. Spider-Gwen, the Contest of Chaos annual for 2023, up against White Fox, And then we've got, I forgot the artist. It literally just left
Lee.
my brain. Oh, okay, cool. Junior Lee. Cool. His variant, and then Ryan Gonzalez.
No, it's Andolfo, actually.
Okay, fine.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'll
I
take
was
your
not
word.
far off.
Yeah.
That could
you were
have
not
been
far off.
that could have
Yes.
been Ryan Gonzalez. All right, sweet. Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance Omega. Great wrap up to just a very simple, like, just two anti-heroes fighting team up. Like, you get sweet setup for a crappy new villain. Not crappy, but like this, like, the guy with bad motivations, and then Wolverine and Ghost Rider beat the crap out of each other and share a flask afterwards. Like, it's rad. It was a
Everything
good,
you want from a Ghost Rider Wolverine team up.
it's a good little 4-issue mix up.
Yeah.
You know? So we got that cover A that Kyle was just showing you, and then we got cover B right there. Whew! Go ahead.
So Amazing Spidey 33. At the end of 32, Kraven does something to Spidey. Spidey becomes angry. This is the issue, which is essentially a sequel to Kraven's Last Hunt, where Kraven, as he says, is the hunted, and Spidey is hunting him, and it is terrifying, and it is amazing. It ends, the last page is just awesome. It's great. I love it. It's legitimately a scary book. I can't wait to see what happens next.
I like that you said at the end of the previous issue, Kraven did something to Spidey, because I thought he was just being coy when he said it. But when I replayed it in my mind, we really don't know
Right.
what's going on. We just know what's going on is awesome and terrifying. Like, this is I like a good what if within
The main.
a main story, like a good, just like using the characters well, and that's exactly this. Also, if you've been reading Batman One Bad Day stuff, and you're like, I'm kind of done with Marvel, but sometimes you just feel like reading a little Spider-Man, this is a great issue for Batman lovers to pick up. Like, this is a one bad day.
This is Kraven's One Bad Day.
Yeah, big time,
Yeah.
big time. So awesome, Amazing Spider-Man number 33, awesome issue. Wish it would have been like a first appearance or something, so we don't fly out of here. But like, really, just great Spider-Man story. And then 1 in 25 variant, equally awesome, and just fits the whole thing.
Yeah.
We've got the Disney variant with a Miss Marvel homage.
Vasquez.
Vasquez, cool. And then Vasquez, kind of neon looking now that I'm looking at it
It
kind of
is
closer.
really bright, yeah.
Silk wrap up the miniseries. They're on issue number 5, and then big top of the table because of the zombie over here. I didn't. Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy, first of a 5-issue miniseries, bringing Silver Surfer or keeping Silver Surfer relevant. Ron Mars writing it. That'll be your cover A. Frank Miller cover. Very cool, actually. Kind of nailed it. You still got it, Frank. Ron Lim.
Yep.
Even upside down, I got Ron Lim pegged.
You did.
And then we got Immortal X-Men number 15 in front of the table with Zombie Wolverine. Always a good sell. Zombie. I don't know. I'm quote me on that. I haven't read it. I don't know if it's zombie.
Wolverine.
Okay, cool.
Good enough.
And then 1 in 25 Emma Frost variant. Enough said.
Yeah. And then for more Frost, because yes, we all love puns. Fire and Ice. So Fire and Ice is the new Dawn of DC 6-issue series. They are trying to find their way in the world, and Superman has said, "Come to Smallville, hang out." And Ice is like, "That's great, I want to do it." And Fire's like, "I don't want to do this." And they're having friendship problems. So first issue here ends with, and I'm not giving anything away because they show it in the solicitations for future ones. She asks Ambush Bug to show up later. So last page, it's awesome. But yeah, so regular issue.
Wait till you see where he's working.
Yes,
it's worth it a lot.
So we got the regular cover here. We have the Jem Bartel variant. We have the David Nakayama variant, and then we have the spiffy, shiny foil version of the Nakayama variant there. Joker, Man Who Stopped Laughing, number 10. You find out who the second Joker is in this issue. It's wonderful. It's great. Red Hood's causing chaos. Joker's causing chaos. Another Joker's causing chaos. It's wonderful.
Is this going to be another 15 issue?
Probably 12, if I had to guess.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, issue 10 here, we've got the Francavilla variant. It's the 1 in 25. And then my book of the week, Birds of Prey, number 1. As he said before, it's the face-breaking first issue. And it's great. This is everything I want this book to be. Great story, great art. Black Canary creates a team to save her sister. And her sister is in a place where it's very hard to get into. You find out where it's at the end of the book. unlike Fire and Ice, I'm not going to give that away because it's a jaw dropper of an explanation. Great book. Batgirl's the one who recruits Harley Quinn. Her storytelling in it is awesome. It's just a great book. We've got the first issue. We have the Archer variant with Big Barda. We have the Bachalo variant. And then we're on to City Boy. Yep. City Boy number 4. We don't have any of the...
Right then.
Oh, it's so good.
So if no one claims the Bachalo variant, I'm going to take it.
Yeah. So, City Boy, we've got the In-Hyuk Lee variant. We got the cover of B, which is awesome. And as you can tell, Nightwing shows up in this issue.
I think more importantly, Nightwing's dog also shows up in this issue.
To be fair, yes. Peacemaker Tries Hard is on issue number 5. And yes, these are in fact little baby Destro clones. And he has to fight little baby Destro clones. And yes, he's not happy about it, and it's hilarious and awesome, just like this book is.
Like, does he hurt him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. We're just gonna leave it at that. Blue Beetle, number 1. Like you said, Crimson Beetles in this one. It's
Blood Scarab.
Blood Scarab.
Blood is way more intimidating than Crimson.
Blood Scarab in this one. I haven't read it yet because...
Worth mentioning that it is a direct follow-up to Blue Beetle Graduation Day.
So I will be reading it because I did read that.
Yeah.
That was good. So we got the regular cover there. We've got the cover of B variant, which I saw the name of and I still already forgot. We've got the blank cover variant, and then we have the 1 in 25 variant right there.
Veltiera.
Eltiera, my bad.
Yeah.
Wait, can I add to Blue Beetle?
You may.
It's very obvious they're going in a Power Rangers direction, but I'm cool. I read this one. I'm cool with it because they're doing it well. Like, whereas Power Rangers has been around for a long time, and you've got Radiant Black from Image, like kind of everybody's trying Power Rangers, they're doing a good job in a concise way, like the 5-issue miniseries. I'm cool. I mean, they're trying to keep Blue Beetle fresh. It's been okay. It's been good. Crimson, damn it. The Blood Scarab kills it at the end, I think. Yeah.
There you go. Literally or figuratively?
Read it and find out. All right.
Shazam's on issue number 3. There are still Auditor Tyrannosaurus Rexes in there. So we've got the Chris Samney variant there. And then we move on to Batman because this is part 2 of the Gotham War. And Batman is still taking down lots of lowly thugs in there, and ticking Catwoman off to no end. We've got the regular cover here. We've got the Joe Quesada variant. We have the Bane variant.
The Hispanic Heritage Month.
There you go. And then we have the 1 in 25 variant, the 1 in 50 inked Quesada variant. And then we move on to Steelworks, which is on number 4. And JSA is on number 6. First part of the new story arc. So excited about that.
Direct sequel to Stargirl and the Lost Children.
Oh.
Like, direct sequel.
There we go.
John Shear and I talked about it last week. We feel like in number 5 they kind of ditched a story arc that would have gone longer. It wasn't a horrible wrap up, but it was quick. But I think they did it because they want to tell a Stargirl story, and they knew they weren't going to have as many issues as they thought they did. So it's cool. I feel like they jumped into this one on purpose.
So yeah, so we got the regular cover there. We've got the Yannick Paquette variant there.
Which is weird because she's not on the cover at all.
No. No.
Sorry.
And then the 1 in 25 variant there. Poison Ivy, as we said, first new Edward.
I hated saying his name the first time.
Peter the Undyne. Peter Undyne.
Peter Undyne.
So yeah, so issue 14. But even cooler, we've got the very cool neon variant for that. Bioluminescent variant.
It glows in the dark. But I think it glows in the dark because of plants.
Bacteria inside of it.
No, Kyle, we're trying to sell comic books.
Well, that's how bioluminescence works.
It's still glow in the dark. Who cares? So, yeah. And then the Rose Besh variant, because we're going to see a lot of Rose Besh variants in the coming month. And then a 1 in 25 variant for that there. Collections. Deceased. War of the Undead Gods, probably one of the best collections you'll ever need to read. It's fantastic. $30. Finishes off the series in a perfect way.
Are we talking about Deceased?
We are.
This is going to be the last time.
I know.
No, it's not. Because we'll have the collected.
Yes.
Deceased is one of my favorite DC stories of all time. I reread the entire thing this weekend. I brought that home on Thursday, and I think it's near perfect. I really, truly do. And you've never read it all in one go.
Not in one go, no. So yeah, I'm
It's one of the
excited.
best things, as a DC fan, it's one of the best things you could ever do. It uses the premise of, like, mashups perfectly. Whereas we would hear it out loud, there could be a guy who walked in the store and goes, "Oh man, you gotta see Mary Marvel, she gave her power to Batgirl." And you'd be like, "Oh, I'll get right on that." But, like, it works so well in the context of, like, the distress of their world.
My favorite scene in any of the DCs, make sure Flash doesn't look at a screen.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't want somebody with speed powers going around potentially killing everyone in the world.
See, and the best part of this series is you just described a moment from part 1, and I
Yes.
just described a moment from part 3. It's good the entire way through. Like,
Yes.
everything has its moments. So
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect book.
Yep.
So, and then we got Superman Kal-El Returns. This is the Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Yep.
So, yeah, there you go. Nightwing Fear State, Tom Taylor stuff. It's great. You should read it. You can start anywhere in his run and enjoy it. DC Ruby, the new miniseries collected now for the first time. We're going to get to this in a second because the other book of the week is Gotham City Year One. $30. Noir, 6 issues. Tom King, Phil Hester. It's all about the Wayne family, like Bruce Wayne's grandparents, and the bad things that happen to them in Gotham City. It's fantastic noir. It's a great book. Kevin and I rep this like nobody's business. Wonderful in every way. Six issues of perfection for me. Great book. And then next to that, the Batman Under the Red Hood Deluxe Edition and hardcover. I mean, if you want to know what's up with Red Hood, this is where you go. It's great. It's much like how we sell Hush all the time, just in big collections. Wonderful story.
That's a beautiful hardcover.
Yeah. And then we get the mangas, the DC mangas. So there's the Batman Justice Buster Volume 1, which I know nothing about. But we also have the Superman Meshi, which is Superman loves Meshi and will fly to Japan to his favorite restaurant and get it all the time. And I love that idea. It's great. So,
Oh, it's Superman's favorite place to eat?
yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. He can't wait to have it. So, wonderful stuff. Yeah. And that's the first volume of that. They're doing more
It
volumes.
sounds like a Black Mirror
yeah.
episode.
Right? So, and then we get Dark Horse, Masters of the Universe. So, Forge of Destiny takes place as a prequel to the TV show. So, we have the regular cover there, we have the cover B, and then we have the cover C. This I'm going to call it the Skeletor cover.
I mean, y'all saw me shrug, and I don't know anything about Masters of the Universe, but that's an awesome cover.
It is. And then Tear Us Apart, I did not read. Somebody did.
Oh, I did.
There you go.
It's co-written by Jay Baron.
Jay Baruchel.
I can't. Sometimes I feel like there should be an S there. Jay Baruchel. But I really like the premise of this book because I love Deadly Class. It's about a cult, kind of a cult, like a cult school in the woods. They're like being indoctrinated in the Canadian wilderness, and this guy's got you really convinced that if you're a boy, you should be fighting to the death, and if you're a girl, you should be like honing your chi. But these two fall in love in this really harsh cult environment where they only have members, and they escape in this issue, and they're just going to be fighting to the death the whole way through. It's going to be a 5-issue miniseries. I don't remember. Dark Horse, don't quote me. I think it's a 5-issue miniseries. But the covers are great. The art's great. The writing is good. I'm willing to see where it goes. But it's got some really just great momentum to it. So, Tear Us Apart. Also a great name. We have a week of great names.
No, do you know anything about?
Yeah,
You know
it
about
was
that.
supposed to be on the table last week, but it's not. It's about the birth of hip hop. It's a great hardcover. It's a biopic. It's really stylish and cool. And I read through a few pages of it, and I put it on my reading stack.
Cool. Boogeyman I know about because this is from a Blaze, and I saw it, and I was like, I want to buy this. And then they'd already gone through like half the series. And, I mean, it is. He's the Boogeyman. And good, creepy horror book. And if nobody buys this by the end of day Saturday, I will be picking it up because I did want to read it. And then Red Room Crypto Killers number 4. Last issue. Oh, no. What are you going to do? Reread the series then?
Fifth
one.
Yeah. Heat Seeker number 3. And Sheena, Queen of the Jungle number 1. She gets instead of final exams, it's the fatal exams.
Why is Sheena at college?
Why not?
Why is she dressed like that at college?
Why not? College is
Is this Jungle College?
maybe. Reflection.
It's a cool sci-fi one-shot, and it had a cool Mignola homage cover, so I figured why not put one on the table. It has it. When I looked at the solicitation, I read a little bit of X-Files into it, but I have one in my file. I haven't read it yet. But it just looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great on the cover.
So we got that. And then we got Dwellings by Jay Stevens on its third print. So if you missed the first two, we've got the third one here. Nice, great horror book. We're prepping up for Halloween. So
Not
we
for
got
all
that.
ages.
Not for all ages. I think the eyeball in the mouth.
Yeah, but that's kind of cute, and kids can stand. Kids play GTA now, so.
Maybe
And-
it is for kids.
Insufferable, The Complete Insufferable by Mark Waid and Peter Krause. Basically, a really bad Robin story. Like he's not. It's all about a bad sidekick. How about that?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
He's a bad sidekick, and that's what's going on here.
Best
it's the
pitch
whole-
I've ever heard.
by Mark Waid.
I
Get
get what
signed.
it's by Mark Waid. No,
Get
I
signed.
knew
So-
you didn't mean bad,
Right.
Because it's by Mark Waid.
No,
But
no.
I was like,
No. He's not a good sidekick.
bad
So-
sidekick.
Yes. House of Slaughters on Volume 3. Hunt for Skinwalker. That's the one
Based on a
that's...
true story.
There we go. Based on a true story.
I was like, should get her a
But-
megaphone for that.
But the Creepy Boone Studio #1 for the week. Firefly, Fall of the Fall Guys. I can spit it out. With a cool Francavilla cover. So
It's
new
not
series.
foiled, but it's still shiny.
What
Yes.
I want everybody who didn't get that joke to comment, so I know who you are.
Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer is on issue #2. Mech Cadets has a new series out because they've got another show. It's a reprint.
Second print.
The second print of issue 1 because, hey, new Netflix show.
Is that written by Mark Millar? Just kidding.
Greg Pak.
The dirt.
It's
The
story
Dirt
of Motley
Declassified,
Crue.
the story of Motley Crue.
And apparently it's super dirty because it's in plastic.
Yes. So there you go.
It's about them like rejoining. This is
Oh.
not based on a true story. And doing like secret government stuff.
Oh,
It's
like
one-
Ric
it's
Flair.
one of those.
What is this? Yeah, what's this trend of like absolutely
Ric Flair.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
That's, I
outrageous?
read the back. I was like, oh, it's just that Ric Flair book.
There you go. So yeah, Dahlia in the Dark gets collected from Mad Cave. Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons is on issue #3.
I'm still loving that.
It's so good. And then Godzilla, Best of Mechagodzilla is here. And then we have Project Cryptid, which 2 stories. I just love Wormy and Me. Like, it's worth it just for that story.
It
It's
is. Yeah.
it's so weird.
to read this.
It's so weird and
I can't
great.
wait to read this.
So yeah, 2 stories, but the Wormy and Me story is by far the better of the 2. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. We've got the second hardcover and color edition. That's back in. Terraman, Volume 1. It's new manga.
Yep. Webtoon gone manga, and I think there's an anime coming out soon.
There we go. My Hero Academia on Volume 35. Paper Planes, the new young adult book. And Lights, which is like the 3rd or 4th in the series from Ghosts, which, oh, we got them. Sheets of
Holy
delegates.
crap.
So yeah.
That came out of nowhere. I did not know that was over when you guys did that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So yeah, the 3rd one in the series. And then down to kids, we've got Lego Batman, His Amazing Tales, Step into Reading, 7 early readers. Holy cow, there's a whole lot in there. Tons of Lego Batman. A lot like Batman, be amazing on your own terms. The Hulk's Big Feelings, I love that one. That's so good. A mirror on every spread.
Marvel
So you
just
can
doing.
do your feelings.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch Annual Spectacular, #1. My Little Ponies on #16. And then the Mighty Marvel Masterworks Incredible Hulk. This is Volume 3. You got the Abomination stuff in there. It's great. So, yeah.
That's the table. As part of the new collections that we've been buying, we've been getting a lot of graphic novels that we already have, or old versions of stuff we have. So you will see a lot of old, new, old stuff come out on the table for half off. A lot of
Showcase.
a lot of showcase, and a few of the Marvel. What are the Marvel ones? Essentials were in there. So come and snag some older DC stuff for half off. Some great graphic novels, collecting.
There's some really good DC stories in there for half off.
Some stuff that has not been collected in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's it. You'll see more of that. You'll see more of us, and we'll see you for Phil Kennedy Johnson in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. See you guys for your comics tomorrow.